According to a new poll by The Hill and Harris X, a majority of Americans think the government is not spending enough money on programs that actually help American citizens. That includes 57% who believe the United States is not spending enough on education, 56% who believe we are not spending enough on healthcare, and another 56% who say we're not spending enough on anti-poverty measures. 49%, according to this new poll, said the nation should spend more on COVID relief, and a plurality of voters, 43%, said the same of national security. But you see, that's where things get a little murky, right? We're spending enough money on national security. We're just not spending it in a way that actually makes us safe nationally. Our military budget is the highest in the world. It's the highest of the next 8 countries combined. Over $700 billion every single year for tanks and planes and bombs and things that go boom. See, that's the problem. It's also the solution. We could cut our military spending in half, still spend more than every other country on earth, and use that excess money to do all of these other things that a majority of people in this country say we need to do. Education in this country is severely underfunded. Well, maybe we don't get a couple new jets this year, and instead we invest in textbooks for our kids. Maybe instead of launching a new war with Iran, we work on moving to a universal healthcare system. We spend that money doing that. That's what the public wants. And I love talking about these. Oh, and by the way, this poll has a margin of error of 1.8%. That is absolutely the lowest I've ever seen. I've never seen a poll with that low of a margin of error, which means this is insanely reliable. But again, I like to talk about these things because it shows how disconnected Washington, D.C. is from the rest of reality. Oh, by the way, another thing to point out real quick before I continue is that it also showed that Bernie Sanders is the most popular politician in the United States. I wonder why. Anyway, the rest of the folks up there, almost all of them, not all of them, but almost, have no connection with the American public. If they did, we wouldn't have polls like this saying we don't like that you're not spending on this, that, and the other. We need these other things, but instead you're spending it all on things that go boom. You're spending it all on weapons of war. You're spending it all to go kill people overseas. Stop it. Spend that money on us. You have it. We know you have it. We don't care about deficits. Neither do you, really, when it comes down to it. Spend it making our lives better. Consistently, we see these democratic socialist countries over in Europe rated as the happiest, the best quality of life, yada, yada, all these other things. They're just great. They just love everything. And what do they have that we don't? Well, they have those socialistic policies. They've got the universal health care. A lot of them have debt-free college. They have all of these programs because they're not spending hundreds of billions of dollars a year on weapons. They invested instead in people. The United States could learn one hell of a lesson from that if they chose to. And that's the problem. At this point, they know it. They're choosing to ignore the lessons overseas and, of course, the desires of their own people.